Hello, everyone, and welcome to the classroom. Hi, Sue. Sue, do you ever yawn? When do you yawn? When you get sleepy, that's when I yawn too. Well, today's letter of the day is Y, and Y is for yawn. And we're going to talk about what bears are doing right now. They are yawning and getting ready to go to sleep for the winter. We call that hibernation, and we'll talk about that and do a fun science activity. We'll also make a bear today for art, and we're going to read a book about a bear. It's called Don't Wake the Bear. So that's going to be fun. Right now, though, we need to do our job. Our job is to feed Fred. He's our pet fish, and we have to take care of him every time you come to class. Here you go, Fred. Thanks for helping me. Now let's turn around and let's see what day it is. The month is December. How are we going to count the numbers? Let's reach into our pail. We're going to yawn. So let's stretch like this, just like we're yawning as we say each of the numbers. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Today is December 7th. Can you say today's date? December 7th. If you want to know what day of the week it is, just go up to the top of the calendar. Today starts with TH. TH together make the special sound th, th, th. So what day starts with that sound? Th, th. Thursday. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Well, it's time to look outside the window and see what your weather is like today. Sunny, cloudy, rainy, windy, snowy. Are you ready? Shout it out when I do like this with my microphone. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? It is out today. It is out today. Well, let's dress Weather Bear. So I think we'll put on some long pants for Weather Bear and a long sleeved shirt. And how about, it's cold, Weather Bear, so how about let's put a coat on and a hat. And what is the season? It's fall. Starting to feel a lot like winter though. So that was our calendar and weather time. And now it's time for our letter of the day. Today's letter is the letter Y. Y is for yarn, but it's also for yawn. And we decorated our letter Y to look like a yawn. I just made a face right here in the middle and drew some hands and colored his clothes. Do you have a letter Y in your name? If your name has letter Y, stand up. If your name has letter Y, stand up. If your name has letter Y, if your name has letter Y, if your name has letter Y, stand up. So now we can recognize letter Y. Next, we're going to practice writing it. And you can see that it looks like his arms make a letter V. And his body makes a line. So that's how you make a Y. A V at the top and then a line down below. A V at the top, just like his arms, and a line down below, just like his body. Can you make a big letter Y? Let me show you what it looks like on handwriting paper. So up top, we make a V. And then down below, we make a line. A V at the top and a line down below. A V with a line. That's letter Y. Now the little y looks a little different. You're going to make a little slide or diagonal line this way. You're going to go back up and over, and you're going to slide the other way and try to touch that first slide. So let's try to make a small Y. Make a little line this way and then that way. This way, that way. Small and big. A small slide and then a big slide that goes all the way down into the basement. Well, I know you are doing a great job listening and learning. This is a sticker for your handwriting paper. Well, now it's time to talk about the sound that Y makes. Letter Y makes this sound. E, e, e. You have to spread your tongue wide and kind of put it between your back teeth. E, e, e. Good. Y says E as in yell, yell. So why don't we do a fun phonics drill? I'll put a letter behind me and I want you to tell me the sound the letter makes. Just yell it out. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. A. What sound does A make? A, A, A. B. B, 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 b. C. K, 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 k. D. D, 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 d. E. E, 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 F. G. G, 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 g. H. I. Like an icky sticky lollipop. J. J, 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 as in jump. K. K, 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 karate. L. L, 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 as in la 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 la. M. N. N, n, n. O. Ah, ah, ah. P. Pop, 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 like popcorn. Q. Q, Q, Q. I say quiet. R. Like a motorcycle. S. Like a snake. T. T, 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 t. U. Tummy ache. V. Violin. W. As in wake up. X. Water squirter. X, x, x. Y. As in yell. And Z. Like bumblebees. Well, you did a great job yelling out the letter sounds for our phonics drill. Well, now it's time for something fun for math. For math today, we're going to be doing some patterns. Patterns repeat. So take a look at the top. I see orange and then yellow, and orange and yellow, orange and yellow, orange and yellow. That's my pattern. It keeps repeating. So what do you think will be next? What comes after yellow? Orange, orange again. Very good. All right, let's do the next pattern. Red, purple, red, purple, red, purple, red, purple. What will be next? Red. Good job. All right, next, let's complete this pattern. Blue, green, blue, green, blue, green, blue, green. What's next? Blue. Good job, good job. All right, next, complete the pattern. Purple, orange, purple, orange, purple, orange, purple, orange. What's next? Purple. Good job. Last one. Yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue. What's next? Yellow. Very good. You did a great job completing the patterns. Did you see all those bears on that page? Well, today we're going to learn about bears, and we're going to learn this big word, hibernation. Can you say hibernation? Hibernation means the bears yawn and then go to sleep. They sleep all winter long. So for science today, let's do a little activity. How do the bears stay warm while they're sleeping? Won't they freeze? It's the middle of winter. Well, no, because of fat. So bears eat and eat and eat all fall, all during the fall season. And then they're storing up or building up fat layers underneath their skin. Well, this is kind of like that. This is lard. It's kind of like fat that people use when they're cooking. So I'm going to just take a big scoop of this and put it in a baggie. Okay. Now I'm going to close the baggie and spread it out. Now this is like a layer of fat. It's on top of my hand. Now I'm going to put a piece of ice in this hand. Here's a piece of ice. Okay, so in this hand over here, I'm also going to put a piece of ice, but I don't have that layer of fat in this hand. There's some ice, but no layer of fat. So this hand, I can already feel the ice. It's very cold. But this hand, I don't even feel the ice at all. In this hand, my hand is getting very, very cold. But in this hand, nope, still warm. This hand is getting very, very, very cold. Whew, I'm going to have to put the ice down. That was super cold. But in this hand, I don't even feel the ice. My hand is still warm. That layer of fat is protecting my body so I don't feel the cold ice. That's what's happening with the bear. He's stored up a layer of fat underneath his skin, and that layer of fat is helping him to stay nice and warm all throughout the winter. Well, that was our science activity, and now it's time for art. So let's head to the art table. We're going to make a bear. Okay, so here we are at the art table, and I have a piece of cardboard here. You can see that it's just a cereal box cardboard. So I'm going to draw a bear, just the bear face. I'll show you how. So I'm going to just make a circle. And I'm going to make two smaller circles for the ears. And I'm going to cut this whole thing out. Be careful when you're cutting out your bear's face that you don't cut the ears off. Get a grown-up to help you if you need to, because this cereal cardboard is a little tough to cut. Okay, so there is my bear face. And now I'm going to decorate it with string. So I'm just going to take some string and I'm just going to start wrapping it around and around and around, this way and that way and this way and that way, all around my cardboard. You can use any kind of string, really. Maybe you have yarn. This is just some twine. Just keep wrapping around and around until you pretty much cover the cardboard. And then you can tape or tuck the extra string at the back. Okay, so there you have there's my bear face. So now I'm going to put some wiggly eyes or googly eyes on there. Just put one right here and one right there. You could make the eyes if you don't have googly eyes. You could just cut out a little piece of paper and stick right there. And then I also cut out a nose. So I'll put that right there. If you'd like to make this into an ornament for your tree, you could just add a little loop of string to the back, and that would make a cute ornament. So that's our art project for today. We made a bear. For story time today, we're going to read a book called Don't Wake Up the Bear. Don't Wake Up the Bear by Marjorie Dennis Murray. One cold winter's eve, a bear lay asleep in his cave. The bear was big. The bear was soft. The bear was warm. A hare came thumping by. My ears are so cold, she said. I wish I could snuggle up with that big, soft, warm bear. And since the bear was fast asleep, she did. Along came a badger. I wish I could snuggle up with that big, soft, big, soft, warm bear, he said. You may come in, whispered the hare, but don't wake up the bear. My legs are so cold, said a fox to the hare. I wish I could snuggle up with that big, soft, warm bear. You may come in, whispered the hare, but don't wake up the bear. A squirrel scampered out of her tree. I wish I could snuggle up with that big, soft, warm bear, said the squirrel. You may come in, whispered the hare, but don't wake up the bear. A little mouse skirted by. My tail is so cold, said the mouse. I wish I could snuggle up with that big, soft, warm bear. You may come in, whispered the hare, but don't wake up the bear. And since the bear's ear looked so soft, the little mouse climbed inside. In the woods, snowflakes drifted down and everything was quiet. Until the mouse awoke with a tiny little sniffle. And even though she scrunched her nose, out came a great big sniffle. Hush, said the animals, don't wake up the bear. I'm sorry, said the mouse, but I have a cold and I have to achoo. And she sneezed right into the bear's ear. And the big bear woke up. He looked at all the animals, then he opened up his huge bear mouth and growled a big, loud, grumpy bear growl. Run, little mouse, shouted the animals. He's hungry. And away they all ran, slipping and sliding as fast as they could go. And the bear, he yawned. A big, soft, warm bear yawned, then trudged off through the snow to the little hill where the berries grow. The end. That was a fun story, and bears are actually going to be sleeping and hibernating, and I hope nobody wakes them up until spring. Well, I hope you had some fun today learning about letter Y is for yawn. Tomorrow, after you yawn, what do you usually do? Tomorrow, Z is for Z's, so we'll talk about that. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye bye. See you next time.